Muscles don't warn you when they're disappearing. They simply fade away, leaving behind weakness, pain, and even the loss of independence. The hard truth is that after 40, every poorly cared for night accelerates this invisible process. Many believe age alone is to blame, but that's a myth. What few people know is that there's a simple and accessible way to interrupt this silent loss. Before discovering this secret, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you guarantee access to content that can save your strength and your health. The human body is like a machine that, over the years, slows down. Muscle loss, called sarcopenia, happens naturally with age. This means that even without noticing, muscles begin to lose strength and volume. This loss doesn't occur overnight, but it's a slow process that speeds up when life is marked by inactivity. Each decade after 40 represents a silent battle against the decrease of lean mass. Hormones that once worked in favor of vitality start to drop, and metabolism becomes slower. Testosterone and estrogen, which always helped with strengthening, lose their effect. It's as if the body's gears begin to turn more slowly. When this is combined with a lack of physical movement, the result is inevitable. Muscles vanish little by little, but it's not just hormones that weigh in. Modern lifestyle, with too much sitting, little physical effort, and excessive convenience, worsens muscle loss. It's as if we're training the body to be weaker. Muscles, without constant use, understand they're not needed and start to waste away. Imagine a rope that, when unused, begins to fray on its own. That's exactly what happens to muscle fibers. The less stimulus they receive, the weaker they become. This process, combined with a nutrient-poor diet, creates the perfect ground for sarcopenia to advance unchecked. The good news is that this loss doesn't have to be accepted as destiny. Keeping muscles active, even with light activities, already makes a difference. A daily walk, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or carrying grocery bags without complaining are small gestures that fight the disappearance of strength. While we sleep, the body doesn't fully pause. It continues repairing tissues, adjusting internal functions, and most importantly, taking care of muscles. For this to happen effectively, protein is the great ally. Consumed at night, it provides the building blocks needed for muscles to strengthen during sleep. Many people believe a light dinner means giving up protein. This is a mistake that becomes costly over time. A meal without meat, fish, eggs, or plant-based alternatives leaves the body without raw material for muscle repair. The result is a sleep that rests, but doesn't strengthen, and it doesn't always take something heavy to ensure quality protein. A small bowl of natural yogurt, a glass of warm milk, or even a handful of nuts can provide this nighttime support. Digestion is light. It doesn't disturb sleep, and still gives the body a chance to work in favor of muscles. This habit makes the biggest difference for those already feeling signs of muscle weakness, that discomfort when getting up from a chair, or the struggle to carry bags, can be directly linked to a lack of nighttime protein. It's like sending the body to bed without tools to repair the day's damage. By incorporating this practice, dinner becomes a powerful weapon against sarcopenia. A simple, balanced, and protein-rich plate before bed can be the dividing line between waking up weak or waking up renewed. It's a silent investment, but with daily returns. The foundation of muscle strength is closely tied to bone health. Vitamin D and calcium form a duo that supports not just the skeletal structure, but also the muscle's ability to contract. When they're at adequate levels, the body responds better to daily efforts, preventing pain and weakness. A lack of these nutrients can turn simple tasks, like climbing stairs, into real challenges. Vitamin D is different from other nutrients because it depends on sunlight to be produced. Just a few minutes of daily exposure already make a big difference. However, with busy lives spent mostly indoors, many people miss out on this sunlight vitamin. This is where food steps in, offering extra support. Milk, cheese, and green vegetables are good sources of calcium, while fish like salmon and sardines help boost vitamin D levels. A plate that combines, for example, spinach with light cheese and a piece of fish can become a true shield against bone and muscle loss. These simple dietary adjustments help maintain the firmness needed to face aging with vitality. When vitamin D and calcium work together, the body creates an internal foundation, strong bones reduce the risk of falls, while firm muscles make each movement safer. This combination, cultivated daily, prevents not only physical frailty, but also gives confidence to live without fear. Maintaining this balance is like caring for the foundation of a house. If it's firm, everything around it stands tall. The secret lies in uniting diet, small doses of sun, and when necessary, well-guided supplements. This way, muscles not only survive time, but continue to support the body with dignity. Beyond the classic nutrients, there are two that make a difference for both strength and rest: magnesium and tryptophan. They help the body relax, allowing sleep to be deep and restorative. This means that in addition to strengthening muscles, they also help the mind slow down. It's like giving the body an invitation to sleep better and wake up stronger. Magnesium acts like a lubricant for the muscles, preventing cramps and stiffness. Anyone who has woken up in the middle of the night with a painful spasm knows how much it can disrupt rest. By including foods such as seeds, nuts, and whole grains, it's possible to reduce this problem and promote constant muscle recovery. Tryptophan, on the other hand, is an amino acid that opens the door to the production of serotonin and melatonin, substances linked to well-being and deep sleep. It's present in foods like bananas, oats, and even in the classic warm milk before bed. This simple detail can turn the night into a moment of complete restoration. When these nutrients are combined in an evening meal, the body receives a full package: more protected muscles, longer sleep, and a sense of calm. It's like preparing fertile soil where rest generates real strength for the next day. Caring for magnesium and tryptophan intake is more than a dietary strategy. It's a way to align body and mind. With each well-slept night, the body repays with more energy, fewer aches, and greater vitality. Thus, the cycle of muscle loss is interrupted with simple but extremely effective actions. At night, beverage choice can determine whether the body relaxes or spends hours restless. Warm milk, for example, besides being a comforting classic, offers protein and tryptophan, which support muscle recovery and sleep. Herbal teas, such as chamomile and lemon balm, are also allies. They calm the nervous system and help reduce tensions that hinder rest. On the other hand, some drinks act as true saboteurs of the body. Coffee and black tea, rich in caffeine, may boost energy during the day, but at night they disrupt sleep and reduce the body's ability to repair muscles. Alcohol also makes the list, since it compromises both sleep quality and nutrient absorption. Creating a nighttime ritual with proper drinks makes all the difference. Imagine swapping the daily glass of wine for a cup of calming tea. Besides sleeping better, you'd be allowing your muscles the rest needed to stay firm. Small, conscious substitutions accumulate into big results over time. Hydration is also a key piece in this process. Drinking enough water throughout the day, not just before bed, ensures the body maintains internal balance. Silent dehydration is an enemy of muscle recovery, and often the fatigue we feel doesn't come from age, but from lack of fluids. Therefore, care is not just in what you eat, but also in what you drink. A warm, nourishing cup may be the missing detail to turn the night into a moment of natural healing instead of just another challenge. Many people believe evening exercise disrupts sleep, but the key lies in intensity. Gentle movements, such as stretching and deep breathing, improve circulation without overloading the body. These simple gestures prepare muscles and joints to relax while stimulating protein synthesis that occurs at night. A practical example is spending 5 minutes stretching legs, arms, and back before bed. This habit improves flexibility and prevents pain in the morning. Another effective exercise is walking slowly around the house, breathing deeply as a way to signal to the body it's time to slow down. These movements also activate body awareness. While stretching, a person connects more with their physical limits, noticing where tension has built up. This care reduces stiffness and gives muscles more freedom, preventing the body from waking up heavy the next day. In addition, small, light-strength practices can be included. Leaning on a wall to do a gentle version of push-ups or using water bottles as improvised weights are accessible alternatives. A gym isn't necessary to stimulate muscles, just consistency, combined with good nutrition, These exercises serve as a daily reminder that muscles still matter and need to be cared for. They not only help preserve lean mass, but also create the feeling that the body is being trained to live well, even as the years pass. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormone, a key player in muscle regeneration. It's at this moment that fibers worn out from daily use are repaired and strengthened. When rest is interrupted or insufficient, this process remains incomplete, opening the way for accelerated muscle loss. Sleeping well is not a luxury. It's a necessity. Lack of quality sleep creates a domino effect, increasing stress, reducing energy, and hindering muscle recovery. A tired body doesn't respond the same way, and the result shows up in slower movements, lack of strength, and even higher risk of falls. Creating a favorable sleep environment is just as important as choosing good foods. A dark, quiet, and cool room sends clear signals to the body that it's time to rest. A comfortable mattress and the absence of technological distractions complete this package of simple but decisive care. It's as if sleep were a free supplement, offered by nature itself. Neglecting it is like throwing away one of the best tools for muscle preservation. Those who value rest reap renewed energy, firmer muscles, and even a better mood. Therefore, every night should be seen as an opportunity for reconstruction. By prioritizing sleep, a person secures not only physical vitality, but also mental clarity. To face the day's challenges, it's an invisible investment, but with immediate effect. If there are allies of muscle health, there are also true enemies hidden on the plate. Excess sugar, for example, inflames the body and creates a hostile environment for muscles to stay strong. Sweets before bed may bring momentary pleasure, but during the night, they disrupt internal balance. Ultra-processed foods are also silent villains. Packed with additives, sodium, and unhealthy fats, they overload the body and make it harder to absorb the nutrients that truly matter. Instead of nourishing, they drain energy, accelerating muscle loss. Another common problem is the excessive consumption of simple carbohydrates at night, like white bread and heavy pasta. These foods quickly raise blood sugar, but soon after cause a sharp drop in energy. The result is a body that doesn't truly rest and muscles that fail to recover. This doesn't mean giving up all carbohydrates, but choosing more nutritious versions. Whole grains, sweet potatoes, or oats are options that release energy slowly and steadily, without overloading the body. Small swaps transform muscle health. In the long term, the secret lies in recognizing that every food choice is a message to the body. By choosing foods that nourish, you strengthen muscles and preserve vitality. By choosing ultra-processed foods and sugars, the effect is the opposite: weakness and fatigue. When it comes to supplements, it's common to find miracle promises that don't deliver results. But some, when used correctly, really make a difference. Hydrolyzed whey protein, for example, is easily absorbed and helps provide quality protein. To repair muscles, it's a simple resource, especially for those who struggle to get enough protein from food alone. Collagen also comes in as an important ally. It strengthens not only muscles but also joints and skin, offering more mobility and firmness. To maximize its effect, it's best consumed with vitamin C, which aids absorption. A practical combo would be taking the supplement and then eating an orange or kiwi. Creatine, so often mentioned among athletes, can indeed be used in low doses by older adults. It helps preserve muscular energy, ensuring more vitality for simple daily movements like getting out of bed or climbing stairs. It's not about aesthetic gains, but about quality of life. The key is not to overdo it. Small, well-guided doses are enough to bring benefits. Taking supplements unnecessarily or in excess can strain the body, especially the kidneys and liver. That's why professional guidance is always recommended. Used consciously, these supplements act as an extra reinforcement, not as replacements for food. They are tools that, combined with healthy habits, help slow the disappearance of lean mass and ensure a stronger, more active body. Muscle preservation doesn't depend only on isolated choices, but on a well-built routine. A balanced dinner with light proteins, complex carbohydrates, and varied vegetables creates the perfect foundation for the body to work during the night. Proper hydration completes the picture, preventing muscles from becoming stiff or fatigued. Preparing the environment is also part of the care. A dark, quiet, and organized bedroom helps the body understand that it's time to relax. Avoiding bright screens and heated conversations before bed is like giving the brain a rest signal. These simple details make all the difference. Small nighttime rituals reinforce this preparation. Stretching for a few minutes, drinking a calming tea, or listening to soft music signals to the body that it's time to slow down. These habits build consistency and turn the night into an ally of muscle health. The body responds to what it receives. If it gets nutrients, hydration, and rest, it gives back in the form of energy and strength. If, on the contrary, it's fed with neglect and bad habits, it will weaken over time. The nighttime routine is the balance point between these two paths. By taking care of this period of the day, you give yourself the chance to wake up better every morning. It's like signing a silent contract with your own body. If I take care of you at night, you give me vitality the next day. Now that you understand how small nighttime choices can change the course of your health, the decision is in your hands. Will you keep letting your muscles disappear day after day, or will you turn your routine into a shield against weakness? If this content made sense, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This way, you'll keep receiving guidance that can extend your health, your strength, and your freedom to live well.